Burma's Rohingyas and other minorities are facing fresh atrocities and human rights violations at the hands of the military, according to a new report by Amnesty International. The new evidence gathered through dozens of interviews in Burma's western Arakan state since January documents indiscriminate attack, extrajudicial executions, arbitrary arrests, torture, and enforced disappearances carried out by the Burmese army. The crackdown appears to have escalated in response to coordinated attacks on police posts by the Arakan Army AA, an ethnic Rakhine armed group, on January 4th. Amnesty has also accused the AA of abducting civilians and endangering them with its operations. The abuses are continuing despite global outrage at the brutal military operation in August 2017 that prompted some 800,000 Rohingyas to flee and take shelter in destitute refugee camps in neighboring Bangladesh. United Nations investigators said that the army's campaign of murder, mass rape, and arson had been conducted with genocidal intent. The new operations in Rakhine State show an unrepentant, unreformed, and unaccountable military terrorizing civilians and committing widespread violations as a deliberate tactic, said Nicholas Bequilin, Amnesty's regional director for East and Southeast Asia. The new evidence shows that multiple communities have borne the brunt of the latest onslaught. Amnesty conducted 81 interviews, including 54 on the ground in Arakan State with ethnic Rakhine Mro, Rohingya, and Kami villages belonging to the Buddhist, Christian, and Muslim faiths. The investigation, which also included satellite imagery, recorded 7 unlawful attacks that killed 14 civilians and injured at least 29 more. In one incident, a 7-year-old boy reportedly severely injured by a military mortar died after being denied immediate medical care by soldiers. In mid-March, another army mortar exploded in Yuar Haung Tho village, injuring 4 and destroying a house. I heard an explosion, it was very loud, and there was a big fireball that fell around us, said the homeowner Pla Shui Maung. Amnesty reports that the deployment of units from the 22nd and 55th Light Infantry Divisions suggest the operation has been sanctioned from the highest levels. The military has not issued a response. The AA has denied endangering civilians. Amnesty has called on the UN Security Council to urgently refer the situation in Burma to the International Criminal Court and impose a comprehensive arms embargo. Laura Hay, the group's Myanmar researcher, said the UNSC had completely abdicated in their responsibility to do so. If anything, there is even less momentum than there was before. What is happening now is the perfect example of why they do not need to take action, because clearly the inaction to date has allowed more abuses to be committed, she said. The UN Refugee Agency and the UNDP yesterday signed an extension of an MOU with Burma for 1 year. The deal is aimed at creating conducive conditions for voluntary and sustainable repatriation of the Rohingyas from Bangladesh. The Memorandum of Understanding was signed at Naypyidaw on June 6 last year. The MOU provides a framework of cooperation to create improved and resilient livelihoods for all communities living in northern Arakan State, according to a press release issued yesterday. All the parties, UNHCR, UNDP, and Burma's Labour, Immigration and Population Ministry, have reaffirmed their full commitment to the timely and effective implementation of the MOU, it said. Burma and Bangladesh signed a repatriation deal in November 2017, around 3 months after some 800,000 Rohingyas had fled a military crackdown in Burma. Repatriation was scheduled to start in November last year, but the Rohingyas did not agree, saying the conditions in Burma were not conducive.